Hey, a lot of people are interested in flipping houses or doing some real estate auctions. So today I'm going to share with you some of my flipping experiences or some funny stories that I did it before during my flipping houses. This is Floranita from Austin 101 Realty. We talk to you a lot about investing, home buyers or sellers. Today I am going to share you a lot of my, interesting stories, probably like 7 or 8 years ago when I was doing a lot of auction properties. Okay, if you like to follow us and listen to us a little bit more about different, real estate situations or stories, then comment below or click on like and follow us. First, I want to share my first auction property. Okay, so for auction, to buy a house in the courthouse steps, okay, you really need to do a lot of homework before you go in and try to bid. So we purchase the data or the information, this property address, the house prices, and the legal descriptions, and from a source or from a lease organization. So every month before that specific time, okay, the auction date, we really need to purchase the data and also go through all the homework and start it. And my husband is an engineer background, Didi, and Didi will give me a list of, okay, this is the property, we have already done the research about lien, about the locations and possible the house value here and there. Okay, so Didi will give me a list of what's the price. This house on the auction list, the starting bidding is like 70K, and then Didi will tell me for each property that he give me a Excel chart. On my first few auctions, I just go in and really I follow whatever the top numbers that Didi suggests me or Didi want me to bid. Didi is like warning me I cannot go above the top suggested prices that he put down on the Excel. Didi's number is not working. I cannot get any house. So it has been went through few months. So one time I decided there is a group of experienced flippers. I saw them every month, and I saw them got houses every month in the courthouse steps. This time it's just like after I failed for many months that I was not able to get any houses. So this time I decided I really need to get one house. I'm so frustrated. So there is one house, like all the experienced bidders, they were just like going after it. Okay, so that house is not on my list at all. Okay, so just like I have no idea what the house is about, but I saw all the bidders are just like excited to go after this house. So I joined it again. I just keep raising up, the price that I want. It just like keep increasing the house prices. And finally, I was the winner. I got the house. I was so excited. Oh my gosh. Didi went to the property address and we go check it out. It is at a 65, plus the senior communities. Only seniors can live in that community. Of course, at that time, we are still young, probably like 30s or something. So we end up, talk to the HOA, tell them, we cannot buy their house and long hold. So we can only do a quick flip. So we have the ownership and we got locksmith and go in to check on their house. The house condition was very good. So it turns out it's a really good project for us. So that was our first auction house. That was I have no idea about the house. I just blind follow all those experienced bidders and got the house. It was scary. Just like you take the money and you don't know what you buy. You just go buy. Wow, people are like, buying their house, I'm going to get it. It's a crazy behavior, but it was my first experience. The second house, I knew the house. Okay, it's great location, the price is good, and it's down to only 2 people are bidding. So I got the highest bid and got the house. And while I was bring the cash check, a man walked to me. And he was saying, oh, did you get the house? And I said, yeah. And he said, I'm the owner. Oh my gosh, I almost fainted over there. Because the house that just got bid, the owner is there. Oh, I was like so embarrassed. And then the owner was actually very nice and say, hey, would you like to see the house? Then I said, yes, okay. So the house actually is very close to my first house, okay? So I went in with my husband and out of our surprise, The house condition actually is just like in perfect condition. We negotiate with the owner. The owner is still living in there. Okay, they're just behind their mortgage payments. So we offer cash for key and tell the owner, say, please, we'll offer you cash, okay, and then just move out nicely. Don't damage the house or anything, okay, and then we'll come over to take over. So that was our second house. So my number 3, auction house. Okay, it is not me went to the bidding. It is Didi, my husband, went to a bidding. So he got lucky, he won the house. Okay, so he was very happy. It is his first, auction house. And then when we go after we won the bidding and we went to check out the house. My gosh, something went wrong. What went wrong? It is the house we thought we got actually is different from the one we sold. The legal descriptions does not match. So we did a little bit keep digging into what's going on. It ends up, maybe it was us that we did not do our homework right. The house that we got, okay, actually is this house, but we thought it was the other house. So we feel like, oh my gosh, we pay high price for the lower quality or wrong house. So we went to look at the house. It was the most disaster. It was horrible, okay? Smells bad, all junk around. Actually, I kind of see some bad house or bad condition houses quite a lot before, so I'm not really scared of that. But that house is just the worst. We really did not make a lot of money off on their house because of so many things that was out of our control. And when we would redo all the floor plans, everything, so many unexpected things happened. So we end up spending so much to remodel it. Also, our expenses got too much. So when we sell it, we only have little profit margin for their house. So that was kind of bad experience for their house. Okay, that was our number 3. So my last house, number 4. Okay, it's we now become very comfortable, know what we are doing. We feel like we are experienced, flipper now. Okay, so my number 4 house, we won the bidding and went to check the house. So the owner still live in that house. They never want to open the door for us. So just every time we go in, we know they're in the house, they are not coming to answer the door. So we got their contact infos and we start to negotiate with them. We say, hey, you guys need to get out. We are the new owner now. They just cannot really get out, but they are willing to become our tenant. Originally, they said they want to become our tenant, but they are not really fulfilled their responsibilities or their obligations. Okay, so we need to have the attorney to come in, try to evict them out, or try to see what we can do. They finally come to compromise. So we did see them in the court when we have our attorney to represent us and go through the whole legal processes. Okay, so they are actually our best tenant. Never pay rent late and not that so much of the repair requests from our property management side. So this house, the funny thing is, we have owned this house probably more than 5 or 6 or more than that. We never sold the house. Okay, we own the property. We went through the attorney processes, legal situations in the court. They become our tenant. We never see the house inside. Yeah, okay, so this is our 4th auction house. Okay, so we still go after our 4th, then we still go back to see if we can continue to do this project. And we found actually there are a lot of bigger financial groups come in. Okay, so for individual bidders that our cash is not as strong as some groups that they have few millions coming to the courthouse every time when individuals bring up this high price. The big financial groups, they will come in really pay so much more. So they are the one who really try to dominate the market. So we feel the profit margin actually is less and less. So we stop going back to the auction. Yeah. So that's our story. Yeah. For investors, when you are talking about auctions, flippings, definitely it's a great experience that we went through before. So if you want to know more, probably we can set up some time to talk to you more. Or if you have some, interesting auction or flipping houses experience, comment below, share with us. Thank you for watching.